My name is Robert Gukich. I was born and raised in Lake Wales, Florida. I got into the cattle business approximately 20 years ago. I'm a veterinarian also, practicing particularly all beef cattle and a few horses. I've been doing that since 1976. As a veterinarian, I use a lot of Multimin. I use it in my practice probably starting in the late 1990s. We use it primarily from a standpoint of response to vaccination and reproductive problems. We found that a lot of these cattle are here in South Central Florida are selenium deficient, and we've used it primarily for that, for white muscle disease prevention and also increasing fertility in these cattle. I put my cattle in the Florida Beef Challenge here last year, just trying to find out exactly how they were doing, how my genetics looked, and how they performed in the feedlot. I didn't really expect to win anything, but as a result of all the things that we do to help the cattle get prepared for the feedlot, we found that my cattle responded decent, and I was kind of proud of them because they placed third out of about 120 head. So I felt like it was a good indication of what my genetic profile is from my cow side and my bull side. So I think the response was very adequate. I think I prepared them properly. We have very few or low percentage of deaths in our feed operation. They graded pretty good quality grade and yield grade. So I think we're doing a good job of supplying the nutrient at the proper times in their life and supplying the micro minerals that we need to help efficiency in the feedlot. As a veterinarian and as a producer, I use Multimin strategically at certain time periods of the year. I do feel like all cattle don't go to the mineral box to lick mineral, and I don't think all cattle go to the lick wheels to lick liquids that contain the minerals. So I like to use Multimin on my cow side at breeding, prior to breeding, and then also during the year just prior to calving, so that when they calve, they dump a lot of these micro minerals into that calf to get them strong for survival. On my calf side, I'll use them at my first processing, and then I'll use it at the second processing. And that time period in between is approximately 4 to 8 weeks, sometimes 12 weeks, depending on how soon we can get back into them. But we've found that the percentage of animals that respond to it and do better as far as antibody response and titers, much improved. As a practicing veterinarian in the use of Multimin, I like to recommend using it at least 70 days prior to breeding soundness exams, because the length of spermatogenesis in the bull is approximately 70 days from the time a sperm begins to form to the time it's traveling down the vas deferens to be ejaculated. So it has to be at least 70 days prior to that. I do feel like the zinc part of the Multimin is very important in sperm motility and sperm concentration. It really makes a difference in how these bulls, when we look at that semen quality, how they respond to this product. And I can take a group of bulls that have had no Multimin and look at their semen quality and fail a bunch of them, and then 70 days later after we administered, it's totally different quality of semen. So it's very, very important on the male side. I recommend Multimin to all of my clients and to other producers. I just feel like it's a good product to use to help improve vaccine response and to help us improve reproductive efficiency in these animals. The investment that we use, or it costs us to use that product, the return is much greater.
Ask for Multimin 90 at your local veterinary clinic.